welcome. My name's Charlotte. Welcome to Holistics by Charlotte's video. Today we're going to be going into kind of lower back, hips, anywhere that might start to feel a little bit tighter if you've been sat down a lot of the day. Maybe you've been working from home, driving a lot, or just even increased amount of exercise from home. Maybe everything just feels like it's all getting a little bit stiff and a little bit stuck around kind of lower back, hip area. So we're just going to do a little quick 30-minute flow just to try and get everything moving a little bit better. So when you're ready, we're going to start off in a wide-legged child's pose. So just come in towards the back of the mat, big toes together, knees nice and wide, and then just letting your body come down. Up to you. I place my forehead to the floor, that's where it gets to. If that does not feel comfortable, placing one hand or maybe even one fist on top of the other. We're just trying to let the forehead connect down to something. Arms are relaxed. Maybe here just start to close the eyes down. Start to find your space on your mats today. So here we're just looking for a steady breath in through the nose. Steady breath out through the nose. Relaxing down through the jaws, relaxing through the forehead. Maybe here, if you want to, just start to gently rock the forehead from side to side, giving yourself a gentle massage through. And then using your next inhale, start to reach the arms towards the front. So reaching the fingertips forwards, gently maybe starting to draw the bum towards the heels that little bit deeper. Feeling that space through the sides of the body. We're going to take a little twist here, so when you're ready, just walking the hands, the body over towards the right side. So here, just reaching through the fingers of the left hand, left bum cheek gently reaches down towards the left heel. Depending on how flexible, how much space you've got through that side body, you might be able to take this a little bit further. If you can place your left hand on top of the right without the shoulders moving too much, might be your work in here. Using that inhale to generate space. Using the exhale to release into that space. On an in-breath, walking the body, walking the hands through center, and then start to walk them over towards the left-hand side. So this time, reaching out through the right fingers. The right bum cheek might draw a little bit closer towards the right heel. Noticing any difference between the two sides here. On an in-breath, gently walking the body, walking the hands through center. Maybe forehead reaches down. You might want to start to take the fingertips of the hands into the floor, lifting the hands, lifting the elbows away. And then pressing the hands into the ground. We're going to slide forwards, coming into Sphinx pose. So bringing the body forwards, forearms onto the ground, elbows stacked underneath the shoulders. Now I take my feet as wide as my mat here, just because my lower back sometimes goes a little bit. So if that's you and you start to feel any pinching, take the legs wide. If you want to and it's more comfortable for you to bring the legs together, work it there. Maybe there, sending the chest forwards, shoulder blades draw down. Try and keep the neck in line with the rest of the body if you can. A little gentle engagement through the glutes, just gentle squeeze of the bum. Might be you stay here. If you want to take this any further, start to lift the elbows away. Keep the elbows drawing in towards each other, shoulder blades pulling down. Maybe keeping a little bend in the elbows or starting to straighten the arms out. Work into whatever feels good for you. Steady breath, that inhale. Exhaling. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out, start to release the body down. Place the hands down underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Keep the knees on the ground as you press into child's pose. Bring in the bum back. And then bring yourself forwards into your tabletop position. So hands come underneath the shoulders, knees stuck underneath the hips. Inhale, let the belly drop, lift the heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest. Breathing in, let the belly drop, lift the heart forwards. Be mindful of your back. If you're easing into this, don't take this too deep to begin with. Just let yourself warm in, use the breath. Exhale, rounding through. We're going for 2 more. So breathing in, letting the belly drop down. Breathing out, rounding into the spine. Last time, inhale. And exhale, rounding through. Inhale to neutral. Walk the right hand forward slightly. Start to stick the left arm. Sweep it underneath the body so it's reaching out towards that right hand side. And it might be you stay with the right hand where it is. If it feels okay, start to walk the right arm forwards, straightening the arm out. Maybe even start to walk it over towards the top left corner of the mat. Just have a check in with the hips. Make sure that right hip hasn't pulled itself too far forwards. Taking one more breath here. Exhaling, gently walking that right hand back, pressing into the hand. Bring yourself back to that tabletop. Cat-cow here. Breathing in, let the belly drop, lift the heart. Breathing out, rounding into the spine. Inhale to neutral. Left hand walks forward slightly, sweep the right arm underneath, bring in the right ear to the floor. And again, staying where you are, walking that left arm forwards, maybe even take it over towards the top right corner. Checking in with the hips. Taking one more breath here. Gently walking that left hand back, bringing yourself back into tabletop. One more cat-cow. Inhale, let the belly drop, lift the heart. Exhale, rounding through. Inhaling to neutral. We're working to downward facing dogs. Walking the hands slightly forwards, tucking the toes, send the bum back, and then we're lifting up and back. And then once you're there, just start to have a little pedal out through the legs if that feels good. So bending into one knee, maybe bending through the other. Having a little twist into the hips if that feels good in your body. Just move around, working out how the body's feeling today. And then just allowing the heels to start to settle down. So feet hip width apart and parallel, hands around shoulder width. Pressing into the hands, sending the hips up. Just checking in with your body. So if you feel like the back is rounding, because the hamstrings are quite tight, we're going to place a bend in the knees, send the chest back, send the hips up, and then maybe start to straighten the legs out. If they can't go to straight without that rounding sensation through the back, then keep a little bend in the knees, that's absolutely fine. Just working into it. Taking one more breath here. And then little bend in the knees, start to walk the hands back towards the feet, come towards the back of the mats. Just taking hold of opposite elbows, letting the body hang heavy. Little sway of the body from side to side. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale with a sigh. And then we're placing the hands back down to the ground. From where you are, keep your left hand on the floor as you breathe in. Start to reach the right arm up towards the sky. Maybe bending into that left knee. It might be you can start to straighten the right leg out. Think about stacking that right shoulder on top of the left. Reaching nice and tall. One more breath here. As you exhale, release the right hand down. Start to bring the left arm up, bending into the right knee, straightening the left leg out, stacking that left shoulder on top of the right. Opening out through the side of the body. As you exhale, releasing the left hand to the ground, patting yourself back to that downward facing dog. Sending the hips up. We're going to hold this here for one more breath. And then just walk your feet one little step closer towards the hands, shortening our down dogs off. We're going to take a little twisty balance here. So from where you are, left hand's going to come away. You're going to bring it underneath the body towards the outside of the right leg. Take it as high up or as low down as you feel necessary for you. The higher up, the kinder this is going to be. And you're then going to start to bring the body underneath that right armpit, but keep the hips lifted as much as you can. So think about a gentle pull on that right leg with the left hand, twisting into the body. One more breath here. Releasing the left hand to the ground, going for the second side. Right arm underneath the body, anywhere around the outside of that left leg, and then bringing the body underneath that left armpit. Getting that nice pull through. Belly lifts, hips lift, one more breath. And then exhale, releasing the right hand to the ground. Just continue to pad your feet forwards, coming towards the top of the mats. Little softness in the knees, head is heavy. Start to roll it through the spine, so one vertebrae on top of the next. Letting your head stack up at the very last part. Once you're there, we're finding Tadasana, mountain pose. So either big toes together, a little gap between the heels. Any back issues, hip issues, step the feet hip width apart. Set the arms down by the side of the body. Just close the eyes down. Find that connection between your feet and the ground. Big toes, little toes, heels of the feet. There's the tripod of the feet. You're going to root them down. Let the crown of the head rise up. Maybe bring an Ujjayi breath in, so breathing in through the nose, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, blinking the eyes open. Breathing in, let the arms come up overhead, reach tall. Breathing out, taking a fold forwards, bending your knees as much as you need, hands to the ground. Coming in halfway lift, lengthen through the body. As you exhale, right foot steps back, bring the knee to the floor, coming to low lunge, bring the body up, send the arms overhead, bring the right hip forwards. Finding length as you inhale. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lifting up through the heart. Exhale, maybe start to draw those hands down that right leg. Keep finding space through the back of the body, lifting tall. Exhale, try and go a little bit deeper. One more breath here. On your next exhale, bringing the body back up to center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, send the hands to the ground. Step the left foot to meet the right in plank position. Knees come down. Then chest and shin release down, elbows hug to the body. Coming into baby cobra, just a little lift of the chest. Draw the shoulders back. And on your exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back, downward facing dogs. On an in-breath, send the right leg high, three-legged downward facing dog. Point the right toes away, try and lift that right leg a little bit higher, but keep the hip of the left side of the body lifted. You're going to keep your right leg straight and then start to stack your right hip on top of the left. So opening into the side of the body. Try and keep then your shoulders as square as you can towards the front. So don't let the elbows bend, the body twist. One more breath here. As you inhale, looking forwards, right foot steps through, drop the left knee to the floor. Bring the body up into that low lunge position. Left hip pushes forwards. Finding length as you inhale. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlace with the opposite thumb on top just to make it awkward. Lengthen up through the chest as you exhale, maybe start to draw the hands down the back. Keep the bum pushing forwards, keep the chest lifted. One more breath here. Bringing the body up to neutral. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, take the hands down. Step the left foot to meet the right at the top. Halfway lift, lengthen into the chest. Exhale, take a fold over the legs. Inhale to bring the body up, raise the arms high. Coming back down on your exhale, take that fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, left foot steps back, knee to the ground. Come into that low lunge. Bring the body up, sweep the arms high. This time, taking the arms out into a cactus. So elbows in line with the shoulders, hands towards the front. On an in-breath, send the chest up. As you exhale, start to draw those elbows back behind you. Taking one more breath here. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. You're going to keep the left hand on the floor. As you inhale, start to sweep the right arm up. Taking an easy twist here. And it might be you keep the back knee on the floor. You might want to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up, making this into a stronger stretch. If that back knee is lifted, press that left heel away. Keep reaching right fingers up. As you exhale, right hand to the floor, step the right foot back to plank position. Either knees, chest, chins, or full chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Coming through to upward facing dogs, tops of the feet press down, lift the heart. And then exhale, hips go high, downward facing dogs. Using your next inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged downward facing dogs. Pointing the left toes away. Maybe just try and work the right heel down a little bit closer for that stretch through the back of that leg. Keep the chest pressing back, keep that left leg lifted. We're going to stack left hip on top of right. So opening out into the side of the body as much as you can. Using your inhale, looking forward, sweep that left foot through, drop the right knee to the floor, low lunge. Arms coming out into that cactus shape, lifting through the heart as you breathe in. Breathing out to come a little bit deeper. Have a gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades together. Let the chest open. One more breath here. Exhale, releasing the hands. Right hand plants into the ground. As you breathe in, send the left arm up. Easy twist. Again, either staying with the back knee down, or you can tuck the back toes, send the back knee away. One more breath here. Exhale, releasing the left hand to the ground. Step the right foot to meet the left. Halfway lift, lengthen into the body. Exhale, take a fold. Breathing in, bring the body up, reach the arms high. Exhale, releasing the hands through to heart. Inhaling, arms lift. Exhale, take that fold forwards. Inhale, high up on the fingertips, lift the chest. As you exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat, lifting through the fingertips, lift the chest forward, send the right heel away. So you're trying to get as much length as you can through the body. Little squeeze of the right bum cheek, maybe press that right hip down a little bit more. Taking one more breath here. We're going to bring this into warrior two. So on your inhale, start to bring the body up, drop the back foot to the ground, open the arms out. Left knee bends, gaze towards middle finger of that left hand. Lefts and rights are not my friend today. Find that length as you inhale, as you exhale. See if you can go a little bit deeper. I'm going to reach forwards, flip the left palm, coming into our reverse warrior. So just resting that right hand on the back leg, or if it's available to you, taking it around the back of the body. Try not to lose that bend in that front knee. Taking one more breath here. Bringing yourself back to warrior two. Inhale to straighten into your left leg. We're going to turn the toes towards this right side. So toes are turning in, heels turning out. Taking the hands to the waist, lifting through the chest as you breathe in. Taking an exhale, bringing yourself down into a fold. It might be you can bring the hands down underneath the shoulders. If you've got any deeper here, you could lengthen through the body as you breathe in. On an exhale, maybe walking the heels of the hands so they're in line with the heels of the feet. And just work into whatever feels good in this position. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking one more breath here. As you next inhale, start to walk the hands forwards, bringing the hands onto the waist and then lift the body all the way up. We're going to take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, lifting it through the heart as you breathe in. As you breathe out, take a fold forward, sending the arms up and overhead. Maybe the hands touch the floor, maybe like mine they don't. Think about that opening through the chest. If this doesn't feel like it goes into the chest at all and it's just pulling into the biceps, release the hands away from one another but still reach them out and back and try and get as much opening through the front of the body as you can. If you could take it further, you could bring the palms of the hands together. Inhale to make space. Exhale to release into it. Go one more breath here. Slowly releasing the hands, bringing them down to the ground. Inhale to lengthen. We're going to take warrior two towards the right side. So start to turn the right foot, plant the left foot into the ground, bringing the body up, windmill the arms open, right knee bends. Gaze towards middle finger of that right hand. Try and sink a little bit deeper. Reversing our warrior, flipping that right palm, left hand towards the left thigh as you reach up. Again, if you want to add the little binding, taking the left arm around the back of the body. Taking two more breaths here. As you exhale, release it back to warrior two. Inhale to straighten through the front leg. Turn the right toes in. Inhale, turn the palms of the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, take one more fold forwards. If you're available here, you could bring yourself to the forearms. Otherwise, keep working to the hands. And then just gently bringing yourself back up. Heel toe or hop the feet in so they're about just over shoulder width, hip width apart. We're going to come into Malasana, our low yogi squat. So bringing the bum down, hands to the prayer, elbows to the inside of the thighs. I call this a Marmite pose because you're either going to love it or you hate it in this position. If you want to have a little bit of a sway from side to side, if that feels better in your body. As you can see, my feet are quite wide in my Malasana because my hips are tight. It might be you can bring your feet closer in. It might be even that your heels are slightly lifted. We'll just be working into those, and over time they will start to release down. Try and have a smile on the face. Taking one more breath here. As gracefully as you can. You're going to lower the bum down. Send the legs out nice and wide into a wide-legged straddle. Now here you might place the hands behind the bum, just sending the chest up, and this is a really nice place to be. If you need a little bit more height, because you're finding this really quite tight, you could place your bum either on a block, a book, a pillow, whatever you've got hold of. Hands behind, maybe lifting up through the heart, and this might be where you stay. If you are a little bit more flexible through the legs, you could bring the hands forwards, and again, this might be good for you. You might start to walk the hands through. This is as far as I go. You might be able to lay all the way flat out like a pancake. If If you want a little bit of a helping hand, index fingers, middle fingers around those big toes. Lengthen through the body as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, just use a little pull on those toes to let your chest come forwards. Inner thighs are rolling away. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. Using an inhale, gently bringing your body all the way back up. Holding on to the under the side of the knees, just gently bring the knees in towards each other. Feet to the floor, hug the knees in, maybe drop the forehead down towards the knees, rounding through. And then gently lifting the body up. Bringing yourself into a comfortable position, so maybe cross-legged, soft cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus. Sitting the body up nice and tall. As you breathe in, send the arms up overhead. On an exhale, take a twist towards the right hand side, so left hand over the right knee, right hand behind you like a kickstand. Keep the body lifted, keep the crown of the head drawing up as you breathe in. Breathing out, maybe see if you can take a deeper twist. Using an in-breath, bringing both arms high. Exhale, take a twist out towards the left side, right hand over the left knee, left hand behind. Try not to slump into that back hand. So we're staying as lifted as possible. Breathing in, breathing out, twisting. Taking 1 more here. Inhaling to bring yourself up, reaching both arms high. As you exhale, bring the hands down into prayer at heart center. Thumbs gently touching the middle of the sternum, middle of the breastbone. Maybe here, just start to close the eyes down. Maybe drop the chin down towards the chest. Softening the breath out. And then just gently bring in prayer up to the third eye, so just into the middle of the forehead, bowing down, we say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Any feedback, any requests or anything, just drop me a little note either in the comments or check me out over on Instagram, Holistics by Charlotte. And I will be posting more of these, so hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon.